Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the July love outlook for Libra. Alright my lovely Libras, it's your turn. And I know we're a couple days into July, that's okay. We're going to check it out and see anyway. Originally I wasn't going to do the July readings and just catch up with my weeklies, but I felt like I wanted to. So let's get right into it. This is going to be a general outlook for your love life. So it's not going to resonate with everyone. You may only resonate with little portions of the reading or aspects of the reading here or there, or you may resonate with the entire reading. It's just going to look into the snapshot of one outlook for a Libra in love, in the area of love, all right? So let's get right into it. Show me what's going on for Libra for July. Go straight out. We have the Emperor at the center, covered by the Knight of Cups. Wow. All right, we have 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. We have the Hanged Man and the 8 of Cups. Uh-oh. 3 of Swords. Oh no. And 4 of Wands. 2 of Swords. And 7 of Wands. Alright, well, this is an intense reading. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Alright, King of Wands is all about vision, fire. Right? Very fiery individual. Somebody who knows what he wants. Somebody who's a great manifester. Somebody who has a vision. Certainly. This energy is there at the bottom of the deck. So, let me move this somewhere where it's not going to get all that glare. Alright. Alright. Keep saying I spent all this money on lights and I still get a glare. All right guys, wow. So Emperor and Knight of Cups. Well, at the center of your reading we have some strong energy, but we also have 8 of Cups and 3 of Swords. So there's definitely a walking away of a relationship. There's definitely a feeling of having to make a particular decision. Some of you have been hurt before in the past and you're really sort of hesitant to go into this. Let's talk about it. Right at the center we have the Emperor and the Knight of Cups, right? So here we go. Right at the center, Emperor energy. This is about this month in love. You are resonating with the Emperor, Libra, and this means that you are wanting to build your castle, wanting to build your empire, right? Emperor energy is all about instigation, right? Going out and proactively making a change or instigating a change, or I want to say not instigation in a bad way, but you know, it's Aries. Emperor is the card for Aries in tarot, and if you look at it from the point of view of Aries energy, the Emperor is the one who goes out into the world and conquers the territory, right? He conquers new territory. He's the leader. He takes what he wants. He declares his stability. It's all about the divine masculine. And this month, Libra, you are resonating with this. So this is definitely a Libra who is being sort of the masculine energy this month. Could be for a male Libra, this reading. Could be for a female Libra. But you are the one who's being very sort of the proactive one, right? The dominant one this month. And certainly you have this attitude where you are the one, you're taking all the actions that you need to take to sort of create your power base. Covering that is Knight of Cups. So there's a Knight of Cups energy. So this is interesting for you to be the Emperor and to have Knight of Cups covering you. Now, I think that this Knight of Cups is meaning that this is your energy this month. Now, this could be also a Libra who is already established a certain power base in your life. You already maybe have, you may be one of these people who's very, let's get this incense, my incense settles and then it leaves all this incense on my cards. Yeah, you could be a Libra also. Again, dominant, masculine, right? You've already achieved a certain amount of success. You've already achieved a certain amount of dominance. You're already in a leadership role. Nevertheless, this month, Knight of Cups is covering you. I feel like you're the one who's the Knight of Cups. This energy is the energy that on top of this Emperor sort of core energy that you have, you are seeking, you are wooing someone, or you are going towards someone and you are trying to sort of win their heart, right? So this is what Knight of Cups is all about, right? He goes out and he sort of says, hey, You want this cup of love, you know, you want to go for a ride in my horse, you know, he's the wooer, he's the seductor, he's the knight in shining armor who comes and sort of whisks you away with all that romance. And that's kind of what you're doing this month. Knights are air, and so this is air energy. You're being air of water, so you're really expressing your emotions in a very active way this month. Now, coming in conscious and unconscious, well, consciously, Ten of Pentacles, you have this month is a real month of blessings in a lot of ways, right? Ten of Pentacles talks about blessings financially. It talks about blessings in a family. Ten of Pentacles, the one thing with Pentacles you have to remember is that, yes, Ten Pentacles does rule the world of the material. It is the ground, the material world. It is associated with earth. But sometimes we forget that it is not only about money and physical material possessions or things like that. The earthly world, the material world, is the world we also live in. So Pentacles energy also talks about our environment. You know, how wealthy or how abundant is our environment. And we can see abundance in our environment by having good family relations, by having enough to eat, by having enough to live. You know, it doesn't always have to mean overabundance of material possessions. It can also mean a wealth of sort of just having a comfort in a lot of physical ways, including health. Pentacles also rules the body. The material world, earthly world, also rules everything to do with the body and health. So when we're talking about being healthy, being physically healthy, doing things that help, also even therapies and things like that, although that can be associated with the heart and the mind, it is also part of a healthy, conducive physical life and environment. So Ten of Pentacles talks about you really having the whole shebang, and this is what you want, and this is what you're focused on. Not only having money and success and abundance, but having sort of the whole complete circle, the love, the children, the love connection. You know, this is the kind of beautiful completion that we talk about that sets a family up ready for children or grandchildren or what have you to move forward. So this is what you're busy with this month. And again, it makes perfect sense because Emperor energy, it feels like there is a lover out there. There's someone, a connection with someone out there that you're moving towards with this Knight of Cups. And you see this connection as bringing you toward this Ten of Pentacles sort of energy. This Ten of Pentacles sort of completedness, wholeness with money, love, and everything. In the back of your mind, though, you have a Nine of Cups, and you're very happy where you are. So this is quite interesting. The front of your mind, yes, you are basically feeling more like focusing, I want to say, more on the whole picture, right? The whole family structure, the picture, having your cake and eating it too. In the back of your mind, cute and funny. Funnily enough, you have a Nine of Cups, which is just basic happiness. And this is interesting because it's like you are happy already. So this connection that you're trying to cultivate and that you're moving towards with this Knight of Cups, while it will take you up to a higher level, perhaps with that Ten of Pentacles, you are already quite happy, quite satisfied with your life as it is and with the relationships you have now. Now, how do you come into this month and how do you leave this month? Libra, you come into this month with Hangman energy, which is a real wake-up. You've met someone or you've found something or you've done something. You've experienced something that has really woken you up. Certainly in the area of love, it's woken you up, Hanged Man. Could very well be that, yeah, up until now you've been quite happy, you know, with that Nine of Cups, but something has come in and really inspired you. This will have been something that maybe happened last month, and you're coming into July with it. But Hanged Man is all about that wake-up call. You can see his head is illuminated there, and that means he's woken up. And usually what wakes up the Hanged Man is, in fact, some kind of inspiration that he sees, something that causes inspiration to wake up with inside him, and suddenly he desires to do so much more than just hang around, right? But by the end of the month, you have an Eight of Cups, and Eight of Cups is a walking away, right? Walking away from relationships that really are not enough for you. So this is quite interesting. Something happens along the way this month, And by the end of the month, you decide that certain relationships are not for you. Certain relationships that you have in your life just are not deep enough. It could be this new relationship or this person, whoever it is that you're moving towards with this Knight of Cups, or it could be current relationships that you already have in your life. It could be relationships that you have in your life that aren't making you happy, and perhaps whatever came in to give you this inspiration, because this is all focused in love. So it had to be something that came in and woke you up in the area of love. And again, it may have given you the inspiration to move away from other types of relationships in your life, Libra, that really aren't enough for you and that perhaps have just been sapping your energy, you know? And it's time to make that total break. Put that boundary in place. You know, 8 is the number for boundaries in tarot. And so 8 of Cups, we're talking about a relationship where you decide to put certain boundaries in place. How do you approach love this month? Well, this is really interesting. Your approach to love this month is the 3 of Swords. So you've been hurt in the past, right? There's definitely a certain amount of betrayal that you've had in the past, or hurt that you've had in the past. Specifically, a hurt that has betrayed your trust. 3 of Swords is a swords card, but a lot of times I'll see readers interpret it much more like a cup card, and kind of just focusing on third party, third party, third party. Somebody else is involved, somebody's cheating. Well, that's a really oversimplified reading of the 3 of Swords. Really what's happening with the 3 of Swords is that in tarot, the 3... It's not about the number 3. It's not about that there are 3 people involved because it's the 3 of Swords. The 3 in tarot represents bonding and loyalty. It represents unity, the Trinity, right? The Trinity, mind, body, and soul, right? You know, we see the Trinity sort of in all cultures and a lot of beliefs, always that 3 being a unifier, right? So with 3 of Swords, swords being mental, swords being ego, psyche, communication. What we have is that somewhere you have formed a bond with someone. You have formed a bond of trust with someone, of unity, of loyalty. And what happens with 3 of Swords is that loyalty has been betrayed. That trust has been betrayed. Now, a lot of times that can be a third party. That can be cheating. But it isn't always cheating. Sometimes you can be in a relationship with someone and their desire to work every single night and be a workaholic can be a source of betrayal. You can feel as though you've been betrayed because they don't spend enough time with you and the family. You can feel like you've been betrayed in a relationship when you get together with somebody and then after a year of being with them or 2 years of being with them, they start to abuse you, or they start to mistreat you. And all this while, they never showed you any signs of this, and now all of a sudden when things are comfortable, they start to act this way. This is a form of betrayal. So please don't get caught up with 3 of Swords. And I'd like to take a moment with this card because I know a lot of you watch a lot of different readers. Please do not get caught up with 3 of Swords thinking all the time that it is a third party. Now, when we get back to your reading, Libra, 3 of Swords here is the energy that you're bringing into this month of love. There's no indication here that you're in any kind of dysfunctional or codependent relationship that will cause a 3 of Swords. So my feeling and my intuitive read here with you, Libra, is that you're bringing this energy in from the past. There certainly was a past betrayal in some way. There was a past hurt. There was a past relationship that caused this kind of 3 of Swords energy. And this is kind of the attitude that you're bringing into love this month. I think you're like worried because... not worried, but you're apprehensive, right? Because of your experience in the past. But what meets you is a 4 of Wands. And 4 of Wands is beautiful. It is the 1111 card. It is the soulmate card that a lot of people talk about with tarot. But, and again, it's not about it being 11. It's actually a 4, right? It's a 4 of Wands, and 4 in tarot is a number for stability. And with the 4 of Wands, we find ourselves coming across someone or coming together with someone where the level of respect and mutual love is so equal, right? It's so equal that all of the ingredients are there for a happy and prosperous and healthy twin flame sort of journey, soulmate journey. Not one, not one with all kinds of karmic angst and back and forth and blah, 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 and it's all passionate one day and the next week it's a nightmare. A true twin flame journey, soulmate journey is one of love and progress. And of course you have issues along the way, but it shouldn't be something that causes you angst. If anything, it should be something that causes you a great amount of delight. And so all you're getting back is nothing but delight. You're going in with a lot of pessimism this month, Libra, but you just keep getting these good feelings back. So although you're going in with it with apprehension, every time you're expecting sort of, something to fall or the hammer to come down or some behavior to be exhibited that says to you, oh yeah, see, this is what I'm expecting, you're not getting it. All you're getting is sort of, you just keep getting the kind of this kind of equal response to you, this good and equal and compatible and harmonious and stable response. So to whomever it is that you're reaching out with this Knight of Cups energy to, you're getting nothing but good things back. Now, you're met with decisions this month, in a position of your hopes and dreams and your fears. This is it. You want to be able to make a decision, but I'm not sure if you can. You're in a land of indecision. Something is causing you a great amount of indecision with regard to this connection this month. Something about it is like holding you back. You just don't know. You don't know which way to go, and it's seemingly like you're only given two choices, and both choices are not what you want. The thing with Two of Swords is, remember always to find a balance. A lot of times you get forced into choosing between two options, but you've never really even had a choice of what those options were. And Two of Swords can be a really overbearing energy. It can feel like you're being forced or pressured into making a decision that you're not ready to make or that you simply can't make. In any case, if you're finding yourself in this situation with this love connection, the best thing to do is to meditate moving forward and find the balance that's right for you. Sometimes, and many times, in fact, Two of Swords is all about simply finding the right balance between a little bit of each or both, each thing, right? Each thing that you're being forced to sort of choose between so that you can make the decision that ultimately is right for you. It's not always just about one or the other. And Seven of Wands is how you round off your month. So you really find yourself kind of battling your ground. There's something that you find is important to you, and you're battling for it. And when I say battling, you're working for it. You're standing your ground. I think ultimately by the end of the month, your decision is going to be that you want to work for something because this thing feels very passionate. With Four of Wands, that's a nice feeling, So whatever you decide, Seven of Wands is valor. It is bravery. It's valor. So whatever the case may be, you do decide to go out on the side of what you desire, even if it causes you to have to fight for it. Right? There's something you're willing to fight for. Beautiful. It's a beautiful reading. It's a reading that is very much like Libra. Maybe you have a great life. You're definitely resonating with that Emperor energy, but it's like you're coming out of your shell. This could certainly be for a Libra who's either been who hasn't been in a relationship for quite some time happily, but just suddenly has been bowled over by someone, or a Libra who has just, suddenly found inspiration in the area of love. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. This is a Libra who found someone. You found some kind of inspiration somewhere with someone. And this reading is all about you and the way you are, the way you are approaching it. Because sometimes the reading, if it's a reading about a connection that you have with someone, Libra, that person may show up in the reading, but they're not showing up here. The only place they're showing up here is in their response to you, in the energy that you have coming back to you this month, in response to your sort of Three of Swords outlook, right? Your pessimistic outlook here, you're getting Four of Wands back. So, but that's the only place where we see this person. So there's definitely a connection you have with somebody. Knight of Cups, you definitely are moving towards someone, but this reading, it's all about you, Libra. It's all about you and your attitude towards it, and hopefully whatever insights are coming out of this message. There's your King of Pentacles. So you have Emperor, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You are definitely someone who's highly successful at whatever it is you do. Two of Wands. And there's your Two of Wands. You really want to move forward. Five of Swords, And there's your Six of Cups. Right. So for some of you, definitely there's another relationship in your life that is miserable, unhappy, probably has held you back for a very long time. And by the end of July, you absolutely decide, I'm done with this, because Six of Cups has shown up. And I believe Six of Cups is absolutely whoever it is that your knight is going after this month, Libra. That's your Six of Cups. You've met like a really nice love connection. But this reading, again, is all about you, and it's all about how you are approaching this. You are realizing by the end of the month that you're going to be saying goodbye to certain relationships so that you can make room for this new relationship. Six of Cups is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. A lot of affection is here. A lot of pleasant times is here. Six of Cups is a card for pleasure also. It is a soulmate card, but it's also a card for pleasure. So like, it's meaning that you just have such pleasure being with this person on every level, that it is just so harmonious. Six being the number for harmony in the tarot. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. Again, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the focus of your mind this month, love-wise and in every other area, it's nothing but abundance. You are doing phenomenally well. You're doing financially very, very well. What can I say? I think you've already been doing very well, Libra, but it could also be that meeting this person has almost even just propelled your financial base even further. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. Yes, you are happy, and you are very happy with your life. You're definitely someone who goes out in the world. You may be somebody who travels a lot, Two of Wands. You're definitely someone who goes after what you want. And in the back of your mind this month, you are definitely sort of like, oh, I want to go after this, I'm going to go after this, I'm going to go after this. You're very happy, but you want more. Two of Wands is like raring to go, you know, after that ace, after that initial passion has been woken up. Two of Wands is all about going out and taking the next step. And that's what you have kind of bubbling underneath of you. King of Wands is there, a vision. You have a certain vision for love. And Libras, you're like that. You guys love love. You love to be in love. You have a certain idealism about love, or what love means to you, and what a love connection looks like to you. You guys are all about that. You're all about that passionate, lifelong sort of affair, that passionate sort of love connection. And this is kind of what's happening for you this month. You have this vision. You've seen somebody and they fit in with your vision. A lot of fire. King of Pentacles, King of Wands, fire, fire, fire. Emperor, fire, fire, fire. Five of Swords, Hanged Man. So there's a little bit of, feels like, some struggle here. So five is the number of power, struggle. Five of Swords is kind of the card for defeat. Now defeat is like throwing up your hands up and saying, look, I realize that I can't win this. It's when you're battling someone or something, that generally someone who just really doesn't play fairly. It's an energy of really sort of saying enough. I don't want to battle anymore. The battle is not worth it. It's and like I said, it's not being played fairly anyway. So this is interesting. It could be that you have been very used to battling, Libra, and this has been one of the reasons why you have been in this hanged man state. You may not have had any inspiration to move further, or to move towards any love connections. Like I said, Nine of Cups, you've been very happy, without any like deeper connection. You've been kind of happy, and I think a lot of it is because you don't want the strife, you don't want this battle. And it's kept you in this state of kind of like just not really pushing for relationships, or looking for relationships, or working towards relationships. That's that hanged man energy, because it's like, I'm all right where I'm at. Why bother? If I bother, I'm just going to end up with all this arguing. Again, I think that really harkens back to this Three of Swords. This is definitely a Libra who has done excellent for him or herself. Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But, who has really done well, but who is right now an emperor, in the sense that they are looking for their divine feminine. They are the divine masculine. Again, not gender, but just energy-wise. And this could be vice versa too for those of you out there, but I do feel this is strongly, somehow this is a reading almost for a male, a Libra who's a male. Certainly a Libra who identifies with masculine energy, strongly masculine energy. You did really well. You're the emperor, but now it's like you were happy where you're at. You were happy with your love connections. You were happy really not you know, pushing for anything. You didn't want the struggle. You've already been betrayed, but this love connection that comes in for you. 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands. 2 of the strongest love connection, soulmate connection, twin flame cards in the deck showing up for you. And that is just beautiful. I mean, what can I say? That just means you're hooked up with somebody, and that somebody is really, and this is your choice, right? 2 of Swords. And I think that's your choice. It's like, damn, do I fight for this, or do I just stay where I'm at? Because where I'm at, I was happy, you know, but this is something that could really take me there. It could also really hurt me. So what do I do? In the end, I think 7 of Wands, you decide to fight for it. Beautiful love story for you this month, Libra. What can I say? Wow, I can't wait to see the comments. Do sound off below if you're going through this. For right now, I'm going to leave it at that, Libra. This is your reading for July, your love reading for July. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe my channel if you did. But other than that, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful month. Don't forget to check out your other readings on my channel. But for right now, Libra, whew, it is a month of amour, amour, amour. I shall see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Most of all, please stay kind to each other. Bye-bye now.